We're back, and as the thumbnail says, another year and another pointless quarterback debate. Another pointless one, right? So, when I did my other live, I started off by talking about Jakuri, right? And the foolishness associated with what's been transpiring, right? But that's not the trending topic. The trending topic is it 17 or is it 9? And I just stopped and I said, here we go with another pointless quarterback debate. And history shows us, QB, what's up? History shows us that nobody wins when the family feuds. Nobody wins. So let's take a trip down memory lane. Let's go back to let me see. Let's go back to 2017. 2017 was a year in which Malik Rozier led the Hurricanes to some extraordinary things. Helped lead us to our first ACC Coastal title. Helped us to have our first 10-game winning season dating back to 2003. Played in because Clemson went on to the national championship that year. So we played for it. We played in the Orange Bowl that particular year. A lot of firsts, right? N'Kosi Perry was on that roster, right? And this was the last time that I involved myself in feeling like I want to talk about or I want my quarterback to win. And I'm recovered from that. And hopefully, this opening soliloquy, sorry for my tongue tie, can help some of y'all get over this as well, right? So, 2018 starts. I want N'Kosi Perry to play. That's what I want. I'm not alone in that. We want N'Kosi Perry to play. Why do we want N'Kosi Perry to play? N'Kosi Perry has the best arm on the team. But guess who else joins the roster that year? Jaron Williams. So what we had 3 different groups. You had N'Kosi Perry guys, myself, Malik Rozier guys, and we had Jaron Williams guys. Now let's talk about Jaron Williams for a second, right? I hope that young man is doing great. It didn't work out here. He's not the only one that it didn't work out. He will forever be a Miami Hurricane. Forever. Irregardless of what anybody says, right? So 2018 starts, we start off rocky, right? N'Kosi Perry is inserted into the game. Florida State. N'Kosi Perry will be always remembered for leading us back when Florida State was up by 3+ possessions. And we thought, and see, this is what gets me too. When people say teams in the past would have laid down, that's not true. Because that team in 2018, especially with the year that we had in 2018, they could have laid down when Florida State was up 27-3. They could have laid down. But what did they do? We went to halftime. What's up, Wayne? We went to halftime, and we came back, and we scored. And they did not score another point. And we won. So N'Kosi comes back out the next week. I'm like, oh, snap, Kosi's playing. Oh, I won't hear nothing about Malik. I won't hear nothing about Jaron. Unfortunately, Kosi crashes and burns. Right? So then, we go to 2019. Guess what happens in 2019? Manny Diaz is named the head coach. What does Manny Diaz do? Manny Diaz goes to Ohio State. Says, hey, y'all not using Tate Martell? Let him come to Miami. So then, we go, so the Malik Rozier crew, they say, let's go adopt Tate. Why are we going to adopt Tate? Oh, well, Tate, Urban Meyer wanted Tate. Tate is a winner. Tate brought Bishop Gorman down here to South Florida. You remember what they did down there? They put in work. Like, this Tate. Remember Tate had that game where Tate completed nearly 90% of his passes? That's Tate. I said, cool. I'm still rocking with Kosi. So we go through the spring, all that stuff like that. When the smoke clears, Jaron Williams is named the quarterback. Now, I'm going to be honest. I'm transparent. I want to be Mr. Transparency. My collar, I was a little warm under the collar because I'm like, Jaron is not better than Kosi. Jaron is not better than Kosi. Jaron Williams goes out first game, Florida Gators. We should have won the game. Jaron Williams puts on a masterful performance against the Florida Gators while also being sacked 11 times. And I'm going to be honest. Guess what? I'm sitting up here like, bruh, I can't say nothing because I'm like, dang it, Kosi, it's over. Jaron is the guy. But I got to stay steadfast. So I'm sitting up here like what some people are doing now. I'm like, bro, man, Jaron ain't all that, man. Like he ain't as accurate as y'all make him seem. Kosi would have won the game. Just fanboying for a quarterback. Now, mind you, this is 2019. I went to quarterback fanboy anonymous, and I got treated. Yeah, you know what? Hey, hi. I heard some of that too. I was mad when Rozier was still starting on Kosi, but Kosi got his own chip stack. Hey, Wayne, I agree 100%. See, now the stuff is doing it again where it's running over each other. I don't know why it's doing that. But anyway, so Jaron, he has a little rocky. It's a little rocky. Then, he gets a little dinged up, and Kosi comes in and plays, and it doesn't work. Okay, so let's go to 2020. Man, Diaz said, look, hey, Tate, you didn't work. Let me go out to Houston. I'm going to go to Houston this time. I'm going to go get D'Eriq King. We're going to bring some stability. In the building. Now, I'm going to be honest. Fanboys, hey, man, y'all know King, he he was right there behind Tua. He was right there with Tua, so we got our guy. And kudos to D'Eriq King. But I'm still like, because Kosi, that second year, Kosi ended up winning. Kosi ended up winning most improved player. Showed his maturity. So I'm like, man, y'all got, D'Eriq King, he all right, but Kosi gonna put it together now. We got Rhett Lashley. Kosi gonna put it together. D'Eriq King ends up starting. We go 8-2, 8-3 that particular year. Should have won 10 games because we had 2 games canceled. I feel like we would have beat Arkansas State and Duke, but that's neither here nor there. D'Eriq King gets injured in the bowl game, and Kosi comes in, and I said, ooh, I told y'all, that's all we needed. We needed that offense. And so then it's like, we get the news, oh, well, Kosi shouldn't have gone back to Rozier when we start Kosi. Messi going to have up and down. Hey, exactly. Should have allowed Kosi to grow. And I said, uh-oh, D'Eriq King, you in trouble. You are in trouble. Did you see what Kosi did? We could respect the past. So I said, this spring battle going to be interesting. So then we hear like Kosi's going to transfer. I was like, please no, don't transfer. And so then they like, no, Kosi's coming back. So I was like excited. But then they say, no, Kosi just coming back to finish up classes. He's leaving. And so that's when I was cured. That was my quarterback rehab fanboy anonymous. I went there, I checked in, I did my sessions, and I'm cured. I no longer fanboy for quarterbacks. I no longer try to create controversies just because I may not like a few of the characteristics. Right? So then we get so then D'Eriq King comes back 2021 after the ACL, and then TVD comes in and does what he does, finishes 7-5. Again, a team that did not quit. That's another thing. Like I said, I hate hearing it. They did not quit. So then TVD plays, and then all of a sudden, Mr. California that transfers to Georgia Jake Garcia, he comes in the building. And the fanboys, they rush to Jake again. Jake is better than TVD. Why is Jake better than TVD? Did you see the throw against Central Connecticut State? Jake comes in, lets it ride. TVD doesn't have that. 2022 comes. Now it's time for Jake to grab opportunity by the horns. And as Coach Hayes, the plane, it just didn't work out. So then Jakari comes in, which I already talked about that on my other live, so I don't have to speak about that again. So now we're on Emory Williams. And so now we're back to a situation to where, well, if TVD can't play and he's not 100% healthy, let's put Emory in the game. Let's get this started early. Let's get the Emory era started early. Now, this is all I'm gonna say about that. It is kind of interesting. I'm putting my tinfoil kufi on. It is kind of interesting that he wasn't able to go last week, but he's ready to go this week. I know TVD is not 100%. He's not going to get 100%. You come in there, what does that say? Let me see. Jake third string at Minnesota, as much as I liked him, says a lot. He's at Minnesota now? I thought he was at Missouri. Oh, maybe you mean Missouri and said Minnesota. Okay. Oh, I mean, Wayne. You went to Quarterback Fanboy Anonymous and you're cured. It works. When you finally go there and you speak with the person that is an expert in that field, you get that expertise. And this is what they tell you. This is what they tell you in the Anonymous. They tell you, listen, it's not about the quarterback. You are a fan of the team. Players come and go. You can like them, but don't like them so much that you are arguing with other fans about them, especially when y'all are not winning games. And when they told me that, I felt something just come over my body. I said, you know what? You're right. Why am I arguing for Kosi and we're not even bowl eligible? Why? I mean, I'm just saying, why am I arguing for N'Kosi Perry and we're not even bowl eligible? You know what I'm saying? What they say, the second part about this win is I'm already seeing with the national media, they're not giving the Hurricanes the credit for being Clemson, said we got lucky. Hey, Anthony, I seen that. Listen, like I said on Coach Hayes' show, when they show me Clemson beating a good Miami team, then I go over there and say, you know what? Maybe y'all right. They were down. But since they've never beaten a good Miami team, I don't care what the national media says. I don't care. I do not care. Because at the end of the day, that's what they gonna do. Simple as that. They can't take it. Dabo up there throwing quarterbacks on the bus. Jeremiah tried to talk about, win with class, and y'all up there cutting up turnover chains. Bruh, go lay down. I don't know if y'all know that song, but it was a song back when I was in high school by a rapper named Maceo, and it was called Ho Sit Down. And that's what they need to do. Go sit down. But what y'all saying? What you say, Dro? Let me see. See what QB talking about. Last week they said they wanted more of a quarterback, then they cool with Emory. Hey, but QB, they said he is mobile. But yeah, but getting back to that. I'm arguing about N'Kosi Perry. And we listen, we are getting beat 66 to whatever by North Carolina. I'm arguing. Why didn't N'Kosi play? I was an addict. I was a doggone addict. I'm arguing about this. We are getting beat to sleep. We out here struggling. Listen. We played Central. Remember Central Michigan State in 2019? And Jaron is out here struggling. And we sent out this thing, and I'm like, bruh, we wouldn't have did that if Nkosi was in the game. I'm arguing with people. I'm like, man, Nkosi would have threw that thing. All Jaren can do is RPO slant to Osborne. Man, Kosi gonna let that thing ride. Bruh, we are getting embarrassed, and I'm up here arguing about a quarterback. I'm arguing about a quarterback, man. I am cured. I'm cured. I need this might like what Coach Hayes got. Hey, I got me one. I got a sobriety. This is my sobriety. Please. But yeah, man, I'm not like bro, this is another year, another pointless quarterback debate. Because at the end of the day, bro, we're taking so much attention off of all the stuff that's going good. What y'all saying, bro? Let me see. Cause I gotta click on it, man. And I can't. I don't like that. Ellen laughing. It's not funny, Ellen. Don't laugh at that. It's not funny. I got videos of the game of me saying put Kosi in. I wanted Kosi, but bro, I'm cured. I got my thing. I'm cured. So we got Ruben Bain looking like a generational talent. Francis, Mary Noah, generational, like playing like a generational talent. We got all this going on, and we got people out here talking about, man, you know what? We can simply win running the ball and playing defense. Huh? If that was the case, we would have beat Georgia Tech. So that goes proof of concept right there. But no. But we did it to Clemson. No, bro. We got proof of concept. It didn't work. It didn't work. It didn't work. But yeah, man. Let's be cured. But I don't know how much time I'm gonna have left this week to go live. What y'all talking about, man? I hate that I can't see. Everyone's an expert. Ellen, I promise I thought I was an expert. You know why I thought I was an expert on Nkosi? Because Nkosi broke Dante Culpepper high school touchdowns. And I said, man, that's what we need. And had to go get it, man. Had to go get it. But dang, come on, man. All right. So anyway, we got Virginia on tap. I'm going to talk a little bit about Virginia. I'm going to get out of here because I know Coach Hayes is going live at 7. So, and I don't know if I'm going to have time the rest of this week to go live. I got a little time now. So, I just want to kind of talk a little bit about Virginia. And I'm going to get out of here. You know? I might, you know what? I'll probably call Coach Hayes' show tonight too. And, you know, talk a little bit about it. But anyway, so, similar to the Georgia Tech situation, we are 7-3 against Virginia, University of Virginia, dating back to 2013, right? The last 2 years have been some of the most interesting games, right? They like last year was a embarrassment in terms of just like it was a horrible game. And so we won in overtime. Virginia has outgained us in the past 2 games, 2021, 2022, right? They had 327 last year yards. We had 273. Then 2021, they had 449. We had 372. And obviously, we remember 2021 because that was the game where Manny Diaz put the game in Andre Borregales' hand or on his foot, and you know he missed the field goal. And a lot of flack came from that, similar to the situation with Don Chaney, where it's like, as a head coach, you shouldn't put a player in that particular position. Now, my stance has somewhat changed on the Borregales situation because, like, it was like a field goal. It was a field goal, and you're on scholarship. You got to make the field goal, right? So, UVA ran the ball for 228 yards last week against UNC, right? Which is more than what we were able to do. 55 of those yards came by way of their quarterback. He had 12 carries for 55 yards. They were 8 for 18 on third down, 2 for 3 on fourth. They had 2 turnovers that game. They had a fumble and they had an interception. So they're not a good team. They're not a good team. But the college football, as most people say, is wacky this year. But I'm not gonna say it's wacky. I'm gonna say this is the parity that we've been looking for. Right? You have UVA upsetting UNC. You got Houston taking Texas to the wire. You got what's the team? UCF taking Oklahoma to the wire. I can't remember the team that just played Washington. They took them to the wire. You see what I'm saying? So I'm not saying UVA can pull an upset against the Miami Hurricanes, but I will say that this team has played us close over the years. And what you say, QB? Watch the game and neither team dominated each other, but UNC defense will miss a lot of tackles. Okay. You know, QB, what I want to say about that is that similar to what I think about with I think UNC put in so much to beat us, man. Like, I mean, I feel like they put a lot in to beat us, man. And you're probably overlooking UVA because UVA has only won 2 games, and prior to beating UNC, the other win came from William and Mary. But UVA has played a tough schedule this year, looking at some of these teams that they played. So they're battle tested. They've played what you say, Sterling? Yo, what's up, Sterling? Man, I hate that this stuff is running together. Maybe I need to start doing it vertically. I don't know. But they played Tennessee this year, Maryland, UNC, and James Madison. Now, James Madison is interesting because James Madison just got elevated to the Sun Belt last year. They went 8-3 last year, and they're 7-0 this year. James Madison may be a problem in a couple of years if they get picked up by a conference. But anyway, because I know most people, what's that? TVD is the weak link. He's not the right fit for this program. I do not want him to start, but Mara is going to put him back out there at the helm. I mean, Malcolm, brother, I'm not going to, listen, one thing I'm not going to do, I'm not going to argue with someone about their opinion, even if we differ. My thing, all I would say is this. I don't have a problem with TVD playing. I don't. I don't have a problem with TVD playing. I really don't, because I feel like, and I did a video about this in the offseason. I feel like Mario pushed all his chips to the middle of the table. Mario did everything. Well, let me not say Mario. Let me say the entire staff, because everyone collectively did this. Him and Mirabelle. I think Mario and staff did a fantastic job in putting pieces around TVD so it can help. Starting with the offensive line, putting an emphasis on the run game again, but also allowing for him to throw the ball. And my thing is this: if TVD did indeed have an input on the offensive coordinator hire, I mean, it's like you gotta kind of stick with him. You know what I mean? But the only thing that I dislike is the fact that if he was indeed hurt last week, how are we making grand declarations that he'll be ready to play Saturday, and he was a game time decision last week, even though some people that have a little bit more inside information than I do said that Emory took all the first team reps last week. So it's not like, so some people are trying to say, oh, well, Emory, it was last minute. No, it wasn't last minute. They knew TVD wasn't going to play last week, right? So that's what's kind of throwing me off. It's like, okay, are you really ready to go? You're dealing with thigh bruise or contusion, and somebody was saying something about your ribs, and you still got the index finger. So it's like, what do you do? Let me see here. What did you say? I can respect that your opinion does make a lot of sense. I'm one of those that want to see TVD succeed. I just don't think at this point that he's going to get us to. Malcolm, I don't know, man. The season's not over. It's not over. What you say, Sterling? I hate that I got to click on these individually to read them. Let me see. I do TVD Jay Cutler. Let me see. What does this say? Come on, man. They may put Emory back out there. This is what I say about this. What you say, QB? The TVD hate comes with weird narratives, mobility, leadership, emotion. Don't like Emory because he's not TVD. Don't like Mario because he's not Manny. The people who won't will have flaws too. Yeah, but hey, QB. What the coach, what the man said on Friday Night Lights. Hey, get you one of these. I get you one of these. Everybody that has a favorite and is putting their favorite above the success of the team, get you one of these, man. Hey, call me. Hey, Ellen, I'm grifting. I got these for sale. $49.99. $49.99. But if you go to the website and you put in code, what's the code? Glide. Put the code in Glide, you will get these 5% off. But I got them $49.99. So I got it. But I mean, this may sound cliche. This may sound like Coach T, but I still think TVD give us the best opportunity to win, though. I mean, I really do. Ellen, $49.99. This is 100% real steel right here. Yeah. Don't rush, don't fade, don't do nothing. All that good stuff. Yeah. No code is paused. You're right. Put in code pause, and you get 5. You put in code pause, you might get 25% off. That's a good one, Ellen. It's a good one. And don't steal that to put that on your site either. I don't care who play. And that's all. I'm right there with you, brother. Hey, listen. I am cured. I don't care who the listen. I don't care if we put Brashard out there. I do not care. I am not about to get overly invested in this again. I promise I'm not. I only spoke about the Jakari situation because I felt like people kind of went left and they was on one side, then they switched to. That's the only reason I addressed it. But I don't care, man. I don't care who the quarterback is. Listen, they could put Javion Cohen at quarterback. I do not care. I don't care. I don't care who the quarterback is. I just want to win. I want to win because I'm tired of going on social media sites and going to other sports platforms and hearing them talk about what their team has to do to get to the playoffs. And I'm sitting up here on Kane's Twitter and they're talking about, well, if Louisville kicks a field goal instead of a touchdown, and if Riley Leonard runs for 55 yards, and if Jordan Travis throws the ball to Raheem, whatever the tight end name is, 6 times a game, and if Mario Cristobal puts down the Cuban coffee for a Coca-Cola, we may have a chance to play for that. I don't want to hear about them type of discussions. I want, listen, and don't take this the wrong way. I want the national media talking about us like they talking about Michigan, itself in a good way, right? That's what I want to hear. I don't want to hear about we gotta bring Uncle Luke back and Trick Daddy gotta come run the Canes out on the field for us to get a no. That's what I want to talk about. Those are the type of conversations I want to have. You know what I'm saying? Fumblegate. Hey, no, QB is elbowgate. It's elbowgate. It's elbowgate. I did a video. It's called elbowgate. It's elbowgate for real. I'm just saying. I don't want to. I'm tired of talking about that. I saw someone put the scenario, and I'm saying, do y'all got this in a draft? Do y'all kind of know, like before the season? All right, we gonna lose 2 games, so if this many, I don't want to have them conversations. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, but we should beat UVA. Like honestly, we should, because I think they put. But what I will say is, we have to expect the unexpected. We got to expect a fake punt. We got to expect wide receiver pass, halfback pass, reverse. We got to expect everything. They're gonna throw the kitchen sink at us. We got to expect all of that, right? And what I will say about UVA is UVA did a good job against Drake May. They held Drake May to about 50% passing. And I think, obviously, it may be a push. I think UNC has a little bit better skill talent than we do. So that was interesting to see that they held him to 50% passing, right? But I know they're going to come out and they're going to try to establish the run. Because Over the last 2 games, I've seen they rush for over 200 yards, and obviously one of those games was against William and Mary, and then the other one was against, UNC. But we got a new defensive rotation or thing or whatever, so we might stop the run a little bit better. But it's gonna be it's gonna be something to behold. But that's what I'm thinking about. But we should beat UVA. Like I don't know. I'm not gonna predict no wild score. Yeah, Malcolm. As far as about the GT game, like that's yeah, that's on the head coach, man. I mean, I don't know. I don't know why anyone is still. I don't know how anyone can still talk about that. And yeah, like I said, like when Coach Hayes did the show about it's not TVD's fault and proven wrong. Like, yes, I mean it's not TVD's fault. You know what I mean? I don't know whether, but you know what? I'm gonna say this though. I think Gio said this on Twitter. Gio said all the Miami quarterbacks have had slander, right? And TVD just the last one. TVD and Brad Kaya are kind of in the same type of situation right now in terms of they're both 3-year starters, and towards the end of their tenure, we all were kind of wanting the same thing, right? We kind of wanted a more mobile quarterback with Brad, because Brad, it would be those hidden yards, right? 2016, right? We won 9 games, but then we had that little slide in the middle of the season where it's like we lost all those games, and we're kind of sitting back saying, man, if Brad would just take off and get maybe 4 or 5 yards there, Brad refused to do it. So we all kind of got on the wave of, man, we need a more mobile quarterback, especially after we watched the performance that Malik Rozier did in 2015 against Duke, and kudos to James Coley for putting him in a great situation, even though we still needed that play at the end. But that was a great game plan. So we like, man, we ready to go with Malik, and we got what we asked for. And unfortunately, we've been asking for a lot of things, especially at the quarterback position, and when we get them, it don't work out. And that is why $49.99. $49.99. Get you one. But I don't know. But like I say, to me, it's a pointless debate. Did we blame Kaya for the running back pass? Ooh. Hey, QB, let me tell you something. I was watching Washington State play the other day. I clicked over, I forgot who they were playing. And, bruh, they threw the ball to the wide receiver, and they was trying to set up a wide receiver pass. And it wasn't funny, but I just bust out laughing because I said, look at Joseph Yearby throwing the ball. But again, that wasn't a bad play call. The climate, the elements made it a bad play call. But that was a good play call at that time, though. But nah. Yeah, that was bad. But yeah, I saw Washington State do that the other day, and I just busted. Because they were playing Oregon. That's what they were playing. They were playing Oregon. And I just bust out laughing because I said, I remember that. QB, you gotta stop. You gotta stop bringing up that old stuff, man. You gotta stop, man. We trying to get that out of our memory. Let me see. Brad, my guy, but he ain't want nobody. Exactly. I don't know why they even gave him pass or years. Hey, Wayne, you know the thing about Brad is Brad only had one good offensive line his entire time here, and that was that 2014 line, and that's when he was a freshman, right? That was the last. That's when we had, obviously, the 4 guys went off to the NFL. That was the last year Brad had a good offensive line. We didn't have a good offensive line in 15 or 16. But I think the line was good was pretty good in 17 because we had Trevor Darling was in there, Casey McDermott. I can't remember who else was there, but that was a pretty good offensive line in 17, though. It was, but obviously Brad was gone. You lost our respect for Cole after that. Hey, that made me feel bad because it's like I wanted James Coley back. So that made me feel bad when you say he lost our respect because it's like, dang, I wanted James Coley back. I didn't think he was that. I didn't think. Listen, let me tell you about James Coley. It's probably an unpopular opinion. I didn't think he was that bad when you look at the circumstances that we had. Right? When you look at the circumstances that we had, I didn't think he was that bad, honestly. Not saying he was the best, but I mean, I didn't think he was that bad. Brad best year was with Rick. I mean, I think Brad's best year. I think it's kind of. I mean, 2015 was up and down because similar to TVD, Brad got hurt his sophomore year, and he couldn't play in the Duke game because he got concussed in the Clemson game. So I would probably say 14 was a good year. It was a when you take into consideration he was a true freshman, and I'm gonna be honest, I would put Brad's performance against Louisville above what I just saw Emory do at Clemson. Because that Louisville defense was very good, very comparable. It was really, really good. And what made it even worse is that we had just played them to end the season, and so it wasn't like they switched the defense up. They put the same defense out there, and we still didn't have an answer for it. We still didn't have an answer for it. Doggone Charlie Strong. Yeah, we didn't show up. It didn't show up. Let me see what Wayne got to say. What Wayne's saying. 2014 was his best year. Okay. I thought I actually, as optimistic as I am about the rest of that game, they cannot go into Doak Campbell Stadium thinking that the same game plan that they use against Clemson is going to work against F. Malcolm, that's what's scaring me. Is that there are people in the fan base that believe that game plan is going to take us to the ACC. Bruh, it's not. Look, FSU defense is horrendous. But when it's Miami versus Florida State, all this out the window. We got to score with these people. We can't hope that Brashard breaks an 80-yard run and scores, and we think that we about to hold Jordan Travis to that. No. We're not gonna do that. No, we're not gonna do that. They run the ball. They got freak show on the outside. You're not taking it to Doak. You can't. Only way you get scared is if you overly invested. Scarred. Okay. Hey, Wayne. Man, I was so invested, man. Hey, let me tell you, Wayne, no lie. Let me tell you how invested I was. I don't even follow kids on social media. I follow Nicosi Perry. That's how invested. I don't follow kids on social media. I was following Nicosi Perry. That's how invested I was. I'm like, all right, let's go QB1. I'm in the... I went on, hey, listen, Wayne. I went on Facebook. Wayne, listen, Wayne. I went on Facebook. I got a friend. He's a Florida State fan. I took the picture of Nicosi off the internet, and I shared it on his Facebook wall, and I said, y'all thought Jameis was something? Wait till y'all get a load of this. Wait, no lie. Wait, for real. T.O. emoji in it. Type, hey, I'm talking about real tears. Listen. Wayne, listen, look, Wayne. I had the glasses on. Wayne, I put my sunglasses on. I told him, that's my quarterback. Wait, I told my partner from Florida State, I say, man, check this out. Hey, listen, Jameis ain't got nothing on this. And then I got sober. But yeah, what time it is? 6:25. We can rock out for a couple more minutes before Coach Hayes come on. But yeah, hey, I'm sober. I put away that narcotic. Never again. Can I turn it? No. Lock, rotate device. I don't know why the thing won't. I hate that I can't read the comments like I want to. Nah, that ain't gonna work. I need to do that. And then I can click that. Just say, oh, I don't know, man. I don't know. But with that being said, I still think 9-3 is possible. I really do. I do. Even though I'm a little bit more pessimistic than others, I bumped it up to 8-4, but I think 9-3 is possible. I mean, I really do. It's just all about. It's all about, like, these next 2 weeks are interesting. Let me see, what does it say? Oh, honestly, bro, that's a good question. I just want to see them boys show like they did A&M. We know they have talent and skill. They just need to limit it. Everyday Kane. What did Everyday Kane ask? Is that him right there? Okay, so what you think Miami should do to beat FSU? We know the defense is going to step up. What more would you like to see from them? To be honest, I know it's not going to happen, but I would like to see better. I would like to see more consistent play from the secondary. That's what I want to see, because lost in all of the hoopla about what the run defense did, we still gave up over 350, over 350 yards passing, right? To a guy that, I mean, he it wasn't like he was. I mean, we got pressure, but we still gave up 350. So that's what I would want to see against Florida State. I would want to see more. And I tell you what, I know we got some people that say I trust the coaches, but if I see Brown on Keon Coleman, bruh, I better not see Brown. I better not see Brown on Keon Coleman. I better not. And y'all shouldn't want to see Brown on Keon Coleman either. Shai, just tell us who you want as quarterback. I'm just getting on. I want Tyler Van Dyke at quarterback because he's already a starter. Oh, so if you just got here, you missed my whole thing about I'm a recovering quarterback fanboy addict. I'm recovering. I got my little dang, I lost it. I lost my thing. Dang. I got another one. Well, I guess I gotta use this quarter. But I got my little sobriety coin, and I don't get into all that. I don't get into all that anymore. So I want who the coaches want. How about that? No disrespect, but I want who the coaches want. Porter better be on Coleman. Hey, I'm gonna tell you what. That's what I want. I want Daryl Porter on Keon Coleman. That's what I want. Because Keon Coleman, Daryl Porter, he been giving me some Pat Surtain Jr. vibes. He been giving me some of that. And so what better game to come out and introduce the world to Daryl Porter Jr. That's what I want. I want that matchup. I want it. QB. That's what I want. I promise I want that. Yes, Porter need to be on Coleman. I agree. Yeah, Porter got to be on Coleman. But I don't know who's gonna be on Johnny Wilson. But you know what? I don't know if Johnny Wilson will be back. Man, that game, we match up so well with Florida State. They match up so well with us, man. I love it. I love it. I love it. I saw somebody put on Twitter today that they looked at Virginia's depth chart and they said they got a lot of seniors and redshirt juniors on the team. So they said, man, gonna be a lot of old man strength out there on the field. And I said, it might be interesting. It may be interesting. So we have to make sure we prepare for the old man strength. I don't know about y'all, but you can definitely see the talent level is flipped team wide. Oh yeah, most definitely. But you know what? Bradenton? I'm not gonna say the talent has flipped. I'm not gonna say that. What I'm gonna say is I think that we're we're getting more out of the talent, similar to when Coach Rick and Manny came, and we knew pause. Ooh, that's crazy. That's crazy. Similar to when Coach Rick and Manny arrived, you could see that. What's up, Pilo? You could see that with putting those guys in a scheme that was really conducive to the skill set that they had, they played a lot better. So that's what I'm really seeing now with the team. That's what I'm seeing. But let me see. Coleman 6'4", Brown is 6'2", playing midget. Aaron, Brown is a walking pass interference. Do you think FSU wide receiver is the same wide receiver or more better? Because I feel tested. As an overall receiver, I think Evan Stewart is better because I think Evan Stewart, due to his size, he's quicker to me. I think he's a better route runner. But just Coleman, I think Coleman can just do things because just of his size and his wingspan. So it's gonna be a tougher matchup. But getting back to Brown's a walking pass interference. So I don't want Brown on him. Now the thing about Daryl Porter, I think Daryl Porter has some long arms, and I honestly think we may have to double team Coleman though, for real though. I really do think that. I think it may be a situation where because it's like because they still got Johnny Wilson. Johnny Wilson is 6'7", so if Brown is in the game, Brown's got to get on Wilson. He's 6'7", so Daryl Porter's gonna have no choice but Keon Coleman, regardless, you know. But I see what you're saying. If Keon Coleman was that only tall or big receiver, then I could understand, like, okay, well, maybe we wouldn't put Porter on him, but I still want my best against your best. But Damari Brown, if he does play, Damari Brown is going to have to get on Keon. He's going to have to get on Johnny Wilson. Like that's not even, and maybe have James Shaden over the top. I've been saying for years, though, and some may agree, but more top 100 players on the team, the more impact they're going to make. We've been rated about top 300 players in the past. Well, Bradenton, I'm gonna say this. I don't get into the whole recruiting thing like that, but I know what you're saying. But my only pushback to that would be is it depends on the amount of those players that are playing, in my opinion, right? So, this may come over. I think this team is just as talented, isn't any more talented than maybe the 2016 team, the 2017 team. I think the 2013 team, they were pretty talented. So I don't think this team is any more talented than teams that we've had in the past. That's just my opinion. The difference is, I think now, is just that Mario's here. And it's recruiting is kind of, it's become a major thing right now for us. But I don't think this team is more talented than some of the teams in the past. I just think that it's just, we're kind of in the moment right now, 2017 team. And I said no. I don't think it was, at certain positions. Now, as far as high school rankings, yes, but in terms of just pure production, I don't think it's a contest at this point. Now, we still got the rest of the season to go, and they could perform better, but I don't think so. Not right now. Yeah, 2017. Yeah. 2013 was good. 2013 was good. In a bad defense, they were good because, like I said, 2013 was we had Rayshawn Jenkins. We had Tracy Howard was at corner. I think Perriman was still here in 2013, I believe. Some of the guys, the name slipped. But that was a good squad. But main thing I remember about 2013 was the offensive line that we had, right? That was Stephen Morris. Yeah, Stephen Morris was good. For what we needed him to do. Um, that was I mean Philip Dorsett was still here. So that was a good team. That was a good team. Um, what Pilo say? In the corner, there's a walking Pilo. You watched the game. As soon as Damari Brown got on the field, pass interference, number 7, automatic first down. He grabbed the dude face mask in the whole 9. I ain't lying. Allen Hurns. Like that was the year Allen Hurns. Like, bro, look at that. We had Allen Hurns and Philip Dorsett on the field at the same time. Crazy. I still feel like we're gonna upset FSU. We're gonna do it. It's gonna make money. Hey, Bradenton, I agree because I think Florida State has been playing with. I really think that like this Florida State team is really giving me that 2014 team vibe. Like they were ranked high simply because they won a national title the previous year. But you could look at them and say like they're not as good. But the thing about it is like there's like no dominant team in college football this year except for Michigan. But Michigan hasn't played. They haven't played anybody. So any team can be beat, To me, I wouldn't necessarily say it's an upset if we beat FSU. FSU been playing with house money. They've been playing with my money. They've been playing with Joe money. They've been playing with L&V money. They've been playing with Wayne money. They've been playing with everybody's money but theirs. And it's going to come a time, hey, I need to collect. I need my money back with interest. I need it back. Michigan knows everybody. QB, the funny thing about that is the narrative that has been created that they knew everybody plays, but when they played TCU, they get run off the field. You know what I mean? So that's what's crazy. House money, I like that. Yeah, they've been playing with house money. So let me see. I'm gonna get out of here in a few minutes. Because Coach Blanco will be on after a while. Herb Waters. You know what's crazy, QB? We bring up Herb Waters. Herb Waters could have been a real good corner here. He could have been a real good corner here. But he wanted, we kept him at receiver. And I think he could have did some good things at the cornerback position here, honestly. But I'm gonna get on up out of here. If you ain't cheating, you ain't trying. That's what they say. But what Michigan doing, that's a whole different. So they couldn't do. No, QB. The thing, no, QB. This is what they were doing the scouting about. They said they were scouting all of the potential playoff opponents. And they didn't think TCU was going to make it. Because remember, I think what? Did they leave Alabama out? Or USC? They left one of those teams out. And, TCU got elevated. So they had scouted like 8 different teams. They just didn't scout. They just didn't scout TCU. And so that's what happened. And what's crazy is this year, somebody said that Michigan had what they call a Georgia period, where like they took about 5 to 6 minutes of practice and they just devoted it to like the University of Georgia, because they got to the point to where it's like we're not even worried about Ohio State anymore. We're focused on Georgia, right? So that's what that was. But nah, like that stuff was crazy. All I know, I want to keep Brashard in the backfield. Yo, Pilo, I'm gonna tell you. I told somebody in the comment on my last video. I said the only packages I want is I want Brashard at quarterback. I want Henry. I want Ray on one side, and I want Chris Johnson on the other side, because Brashard has actually played quarterback before. So that's the only package I want. All this other package stuff, I don't want that. But no, that's what I want. But yeah, Brashard needs to be in the backfield. And I think he has no choice but to be in the backfield at this point because of the running back depth. And hopefully Dawson can get some more plays together for him. Maybe hopefully we do some counters or something like that. But yeah, we gotta get a little bit more creative. But I've been on here 55 minutes, man. Like I said, Coach Hayes will be on at 7. I appreciate y'all rocking out with me. And like I said, man, get y'all a sobriety coin. We're no longer fanboying about quarterbacks. Get you a sobriety coin. But anyway, man, it's all about the you. I'm out.